refroidir, to cool down. Bonjour à tous, j'espère que vous allez bien. In this video, we are going to see a list of regular IR verbs. But before we start, note that all the verbs will be found in their infinitive form. To conjugate them into the present tense, simply follow the rules seen previously. So let's start. Accomplir, to accomplish. Agir, to take action, to behave, to act. Agrandir, to extend, to enlarge or to widen. Applaudir, to clap. Approfondir, to go into something in depth. Assortir, to match. Atterrir, to land. Choisir, to choose. Définir, to define. Désobéir, to disobey. Finir, to finish. Fournir, to supply or to give. Gémir, to whine, to moan. Grandir, to grow up, to get bigger. Grossir, to put weight on. Maigrir, to get slimmer, to lose weight. Moisir, to get moldy, to rot. Obéir, to obey. Pourrir, to decompose, rot or to spoil. Punir, to punish. Ralentir, to slow down. Réagir, to react. Réfléchir, to think about, to reflect. Refroidir, to cool down. Remplir, to fill. Réunir, to gather, to reunite. Réussir, to succeed or to manage to do something. Rôtir, to roast. Rougir, to blush. Vieillir, to get older. Vomir, to vomit. Of course, more regular IR verbs can be found. Some of the verbs in this list can be followed by the preposition a, and many things can be used after a. But remember that if needed, a can be contracted with the definite articles le, la, l'apostrophe and les to obtain o, à la, a l'apostrophe and o with the x. Atterrir a, désobéir a, finir a, fournir a, obéir a, réfléchir à and réussir à. Let's see some examples. Il finit à 17h. He finishes at 5 p.m. Vous désobéissez à la loi. You disobey the law. Or, nous réfléchissons à votre proposition. We are thinking about your proposal. Other verbs can be followed by other prepositions. Finir and choisir can be followed by de, and many things can be used after de. But remember that here again, if needed, de can be contracted with the definite articles le, la, l'apostrophe and les to obtain du, de la, de l'apostrophe and des. So let's see some examples. Je finis de faire mes devoirs. I am finishing to do my homework. Or, elle choisit d'étudier l'art. She chooses to study art. Grandir can be followed by avec. Elle grandit avec ses grands-parents. She is growing up with her grandparents. Of course, the other verbs in this list could be also followed by other prepositions based on what you want to say, or simply by someone's name, by a possessive adjective and a noun, or by an article and a noun, for example. When we went through the list, you might have realized that many of these verbs have more than one meaning. And for that reason, using regular IR verbs is difficult. Because they have more than one meaning, they will be used based on the context. This means that if the verb doesn't go with the context of your sentence, the sentence won't make sense. Let me give you some examples. Grandir means to grow up, but it can't be used for plants or flowers, for example, only for people and animals. Refroidir means to cool down, but from hot to cold, so not for a person. Or agrandir means to extend, to enlarge or to widen, but for things like a building or a photo, but not for a holiday, for example. With that said, as you are learning the language, you will, with time, know in which context these verbs are fine to be used or not. But for now, I'll say that the following verbs are safe to be used. Finir, atterrir, choisir, remplir, vomir, vieillir, réussir, réfléchir, rôtir, réagir. Obéir is also a good one. Désobéir, Maigrir, Grossir, and Grandir is also good, and Applaudir will also work. That's it for the regular IR verb. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. À bientôt!